hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Farming with Family.
Welcome back to Farming Family.
Today we're going to load some hay. This is my niece Delaney. They just got here. They're visiting for a few days from Florida.
And there's a bug in there.
So we're going to load some hay. We got a guy coming to get about 60 bales of hay from last year. And then we'll see what else we can find to do. Here comes the semi. Gotta drive through our tall corn. Some of this corn is over 10 feet tall. How tall are you?
I am this green.
Are you not 10 feet tall?
No.
Oh, we'll have to go stand in the corn and see how tall it is. By now you should get the gist of how we load hay bales. These ones we're just doing 30 on a load. You can do them the other way and get, I think, 38 or 40, but you gotta stack them with a flat side out, then you gotta tie every bale on. So, just depends on how they want to haul them. These aren't going too far away, so we're just doing them like this to keep it easy. Last bale, gotta get this one on there. They all kind of started going sideways, so I gotta go do it from the back and then just shove it on, and hopefully the rest will go forward enough to put a strap on this one. So here we go. On there, we're gonna see if we can get a strap around it and send them on their way. It's all ready to go. Be back this afternoon for the next load. Got all 30 on there. Now we got someone else to help mow the lawn. We were gone on vacation and it really grew while we were gone. So now we got to get it trimmed down again. Even Jeremy's learning how to do it. He's doing good. Let's go get the mail. Maybe there's some checks in there for me. No checks today, just a bill. Should we go look how tall the corn is?
Yeah!
Should we go look how tall the corn?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Look at all this clover. Smells so good.
So then we have good stuff for
All right, let's go check out the corn.
Oh.
Everybody off.
Look at what the deer did, Dad.
I think I ran over that with the tractor. All right, let's go in a little ways. Is it like a jungle in here? Nope, this is where I turned around at. I ran over a few with the tractor. That happens when you spray it. All right, let's go in a little bit further till the rows go straight. Come on. Boy, some of these corn stalks have 2 ears and 1 little one. Hopefully we have enough rain they can finish out. Want to get out of the end rows to see what the normal rows are growing like.
So hard to get out of it.
Yeah, we're almost there. We have to go through 32 rows to get to the regular rows. Here we are. All right, can you see how tall it is up to the top of the leaves?
Yes. Yeah.
Way up there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll try to put it up. This is about the top, so that's about 8 feet tall. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like my...
This
it's that tall. Looks like my spray did a pretty good job. There's a couple little weeds that are still kind of dying, but for the most part, it got them all. Now the corn will shade, and then the stuff won't grow very much for the weeds. Wait, how do you like it, Vaughn and Jeremy?
Good. Good. Weed over here, so I'm gonna take it. It's
Oh.
a big one.
All right, let's go check out a different spot, see how tall that stuff is. Okay, we're gonna see if Delaney can see over the top of the corn. Can you see? Yeah? How tall is that? So tall?
Yeah, 8 or 9 feet.
Okay, Jeremy, you want to look above?
A video.
All right, ready? Hold on to me.
I want to do it. Here comes Cool J.
Can you see?
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, you take the video now.
Hold on to this.
All right, Delaney, face it this way, and then go stand over here, and then look at me. All right, point it up so we can see Vaughn. Ready?
Whoa. Can I? Yeah.
Pretty tall, huh?
I could hardly see. I couldn't.
Was that pretty tall corn?
Yeah. I couldn't get.
So this corn, that's the tassel, and that has pollen in it. So what has to happen is this, the pollen and stuff from this tassel has to come down the corn stalk. Delaney, wait right here. And then it has to sprinkle on this silk, and then that makes it germinate, and that helps it form the seeds and do the germination process. So usually when it's tasseling, that's when you see it start to put a cob on. So this one has this cob, and this one is, you call it a sucker cob. This might develop if we have enough rain. If not, it'll just be a little midget, and sometimes the plant will suck that moisture back into the plant to keep feeding this cob. There you are. All right, let's head back out. Okay guys, if you get lost in a cornfield, how do you get out?
Yeah, just go straight until you get to the end. Yeah. Or you look for trees.
Yep, like this field has trees, so you can look for the trees.
Yeah.
But you just follow one row of corn all the way to the end. Then you'll come out at a road.
Yeah.
Or between the two fields, then you can find your way to the nearest road.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's shucking their corn. Did you get yours all the way out?
Yeah, I got half of mine.
Still working on yours, Delaney? Bob's doing good on his. Jeremy's broken half. So this is what it looks like. I peeled or shucked this side.
I'm just gonna try.
So here's a little.
I'm gonna give these things to the cows.
Yeah, we'll give them to the cows. Here's a little thing for the.
Look at this.
This is the corn cob. You can see all the tiny little corn kernels that are starting to form. Then all this silk brings the pollen and gets these little tiny kernels to start developing.
I'll take this.
So out of this, this is the corn cob. Should we go feed it to the cows?
Yeah.
Because this right here is their favorite part, the silk.
Yeah.
Do you want to taste it?
No.
No. You don't like it, but they do.
He wants to taste the corn.
Not me. Field corn does not taste very good. It's kind of chalky. Alright, today we're going to do some field scouting. Got Gary, our crop adjuster, coming. So we're going to stop here and take a look at the corn that got hit with hail.
New leaves. These are your new leaves since hail.
Okay.
These top three. So at 3 leaves or 3 days to shoot a leaf, that's about 10 days. And then this is where your defoliation starts.
Because it was about this height when it got hit.
Yeah. And you've shot the tassel, so everything really stretches during this stage. You're fortunate you didn't get hit. We were just talking about that before you got here. That it wasn't in the tassel.
Yeah.
The tassel is the worst stage to get hit.
Because then it won't germinate.
Yeah, it just the stage, it just reacts to the plant a lot more. I'm going to cut one off and then we'll go out and lay it on the pickup to do defoliation.
Sounds good. You guys pay attention so you can do this in a few years.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire. You guys need to fill in for me.
Sound good?
No.
Maybe we can get it in the family.
Then they can't come here because it's a conflict of interest. Darn.
Shucks.
Well, you get up there easier than I do.
I want this corn.
Just wait, he's gonna look at it.
Oh.
Okay, you be careful up there.
Okay, like this leaf is like probably 10%, 20% gone. And they tell us any of this, as long as it's just shredded like this, that'll still feed.
Still taking nutrients and
It'll still get the nutrients down, so it's really not, but you can tell it hailed, all these jagged holes. That's them rips, that's hail. This one's just shredded. Because that little tip doesn't really count for anything.
Can I just take this?
hold on.
Dad, can I take this corn home to my cows?
Sure.
This is one corn. It's as long as this.
Really nothing missing here, just a little bit right in here. It's a good example of a hail hit.
You think there was wind with this stuff?
Oh yeah. I know at my place when it hit, I'll bet it was 30, 40 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You know, just being 10 miles straight north of here. There's basically nothing gone. A lot of ripping, but not
Not to the point where it's totally destroyed.
they'll still feed like that.
Jeremy, we get to take all this corn home.
So there's nothing missing out of that one either.
What, Jeremy?
You're not putting my ugly mug on there, are you?
What's this? I like that.
Yeah, it got slivered good.
I don't know what size of hail this was that came through.
At my place, it was anywhere from pea to marbles.
Vaughn, put it down.
I mean, we
Put
were
it down,
standing
put
in
it
the
down.
garage watching it.
Yeah. Because I never saw it because it never hit our place.
Did it hurt your building at all, or?
No, and it was kind of soft stuff.
Alright, that was the corn. Now we're going to look at some of the beans out here.
Now, these aren't too bad, but there is some stem bruising.
Okay. Like that little pit there.
Yep. That's where stem got hit. Now, when we were walking in, we saw one that had, well, like here, this one.
Here.
There you go. That's one that's completely gone. Just hold it out in the light better. You're making shade. You're not a film director.
That's right.
That's one that got completely cut
So that
off.
took off this whole, all these
Yeah.
leaves.
Yep. He lost 3 leaves on that deal, and this one got hit, and he's gonna die.
What about this one over?
I'm not sure. I don't know how rough Ty was with it. It almost looks like kind of a fresh break, because it should be kind of browned down
Right.
if it would have been at the date of hail.
I'm gonna hold this soybean.
Want to hold him for me? Thank you. What I find kind of different is I see stalk damage, but I don't see a whole bunch of nodes cut off. It's kind of different.
So could that, like later in the fall, could that cause them to snap over?
Yep, if you get, when they get loaded with pods and you're right before harvest and then you get some rain, softens the stem, that's the weak spot.
then they...
So that it can happen. Not that it always will, but...
Well, from the beans and corn, it looks like the corn didn't quite have enough damage to even get 1 or 2%, since it's mostly defoliation and not really the stalk. So you don't get paid out anything for that, but you still have more crop potential to grow. And then the beans, they had some stalk bruising, so he's going to keep that part of the claim open until right before harvest, because where that stalk bruises, it can affect the structure of the stalk. And if it, like say it's dropped all the leaves, it's ready to harvest, then you get a rain with a little bit of wind, it can snap that stalk over, and then you can lose pods and stuff. So those we'll look at right before we harvest again. But should we head on to the next field? Are you guys learning lots?
No, I don't want to go on the field.
Okay, just one more. Caleb and the boys are going to take the 4560 back home. I still had it up here from when I got the sprayer stuck, because I had a little bit more of the field to spray, and just in case I found another wet spot. But I waited a little while and it cooled off enough. Alright, made it back to the farm. We looked at one more bean field. It was the one field that I did a little bit of replanting in. It had, just kind of a poor stand overall. But there was a lot of stem bruising and there was a little more damage there, so that's looks like around 10-12% loss. And then he's going to look at it later closer to harvest. So now we'll see what else we can find to do. Well, we're getting the air seeder put away today. And we got Bond's little four-wheeler going. Ended up needing a new carburetor. So got that put in. Now it's running great. So now we're just going through and greasing the air seeder, so that next year when it's time to go, we just pull it out and it's already greased and ready. So got a few of these adjustments for the gauge wheels. When you put grease in, they kind of tighten up and they don't want to go back and forth easily. So we're just going to get all those gone through and then get this put away while Caleb's still here. Yep. Wait. All right. Alright, we got the air seeder all greased. Time to put it away. Jeremy's going to help me get it back there, okay? Time to go down the road. So that's all the hoses. Let me follow me over here. I go in this. Let's see. Put them in their little holders. I have these with zip ties, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know what order they go in. There's Vonon's little four-wheeler. Have you gotten stuck yet? That's good. All right, we'll keep on hooking. My brother and his family are getting all packed up and getting ready to go, but got to have a little four-wheeler driving lesson. So today got to take a little trip. Bought a new to me piece of machinery. So we'll take a trip up to get that, and I'll show you what that is when we get there. Now you can't be all work and no play. Made it up to Britain, so I got an ice cream cone at the Creamy. It's actually pretty good ice cream, so you gotta stop and have a treat on a hot day once in a while. Okay, I've made it up to my destination. Anybody guess what the piece of equipment is going to be yet? Because you have about 10 seconds to figure that out. Okay, so if you need a clue, it's green. That's your one clue you're gonna get. Have you guessed yet? Well, it's sitting right over there. All right, we're here with Mike and Quinn. They're the ones that I'm getting this grain cart from. So before it was hooked to the tractor, so in case you wonder if I was getting that, that's a no. I'm getting the grain cart instead.
Nope, not a package deal.
I'm happy to get this. It's a Unverfirth 7000, so around 700 bushels. And the nice thing about this is it is a little bit bigger than the one I have, but it's got a scale on it. So now that I'm putting more stuff in the bin, you can know exactly how much you're putting in and how much you're getting each time. And then when you're loading trucks, you don't have to worry about being over and when you're going down the road and violating the road limits. So but yeah, came up here and looks like it'll work good for me, and it's worked good for you guys. So
far,
we'll get some more video of it this fall when it's harvest. Hopefully we get a few more rains and we can have a bumper crop to really test it out. But I want to say thanks to these guys for having a good product, and we get together on a deal and it'll work good for us. So thanks.
You bet.
Well, we got all hooked up and we're gonna head home. Looks like it'll probably take, there's some washboards. Looks like it'll probably take about 5 hours-ish. Oh, getting a call. Alright, Vaughn called, had to check in with me. But anyways, got this all hooked up and we're gonna head home. It's gonna take a little bit to get there. Probably won't go faster than 35, so probably do 30, 35 the whole way, because these big farm implements, the tires, they're not meant to go 65 down the road, nor would you want to pull something this heavy with a pickup going that fast. So we'll take it slow and easy and get where we want to go. But yeah, I'm excited to have a newer grain cart that's a little bigger and it's in great shape. So now I just got to work on selling my other one. Everything worked good on that last year for us. Just needing something a little bit bigger, and with the scale, that'll help out a lot. Because then when I get done with the field, I'll know exactly how many bushels an acre it made, and how many bushels I'm putting in a grain bin, and how much I have to sell. So there's a lot of different things that it'll help with. But so far it's pulling pretty good. It doesn't make the pickup squat too much. So we'll drive a few miles and get out and check it, just make sure everything, hubs don't feel hot or anything. There's no bearing issues, so we'll get home when we get home. Alright, went about 5 miles so far. We'll just get out and check it over. Even the blinkers work, the brake lights work, signals work. Hubs feel good. Tires look fine. They got a lot of nice rubber left, and there's no cracking or anything. So they said they've stored it inside, and the guy before them stored it inside. So that's been really nice. So pickup's not even squatting too bad. It's ready to go home. Well, look at that. Someone's already out combining winter wheat. I guess it's getting to be that time. Well, it's taken 5 hours, but we're just about to pull into home. That corn is looking nice, nice, nice. Seems like it's got enough sub-moisture to work with. We're kind of hot this week. We're supposed to be in the low to upper 90s throughout the week. But I went out and checked last week, and there was, you scratch down about 1.5 inches, and there's still good moisture down there. So the root should be established enough that it'll hang on until we can get a rain here after a little while. But we are home. Everything went well. It traveled good. No tire trouble, no bearing trouble. Now time to find a spot to park it at.
Yeah.
It was a long day driving, but I even made it home in time for supper. How's supper, Maya?
Good.
Maya, how's supper? Or Vaughn, how's supper? Mommy, how's supper? And Macy, how's supper? And Macy even made it for us, so thank you, Macy. Is it the best noodles and pasta you've ever had?
Yeah.
I agree. Gonna get started on doing some sickle mowing. Gotta start cutting the ditches. I wasn't really gonna cut too many ditches because I had a lot of my hay left from last year that I had made. But then a guy called me and he said, I'll take whatever you have. So I said, I'll make all the ditches I can. So that's what we're gonna start working on now. We'll finish up this video doing that. First we gotta put some fuel in. Tractor's a little thirsty. So moved on from spraying to now we'll do working on ditches. We're cutting. Got a new sickle on there. As long as the grass isn't lodged and matted down too bad, it works pretty good. I'm doing my first pass on this ditch. I just drive along the fence. That way it kind of spaces out so I know how close I need to drive on the way back. Otherwise I always get too close and I run the sickle into the fence and start breaking things. So you run over a little bit of grass, but it cuts most of it down on the way back. So we'll keep cutting.
Or just Googling it up.
So you can see
You're thinking about it.
It's picking it up pretty good. Leaves a little bit,
year
but
would that have been?
you have to get next to the fence somehow. So
5314.
also there's Dairy Queen trivia.
Mussolini come into power.
The trivia question today is, when did Benito Mussolini come into power? And I'm not sure, no one's guessed the right answer yet. All right, finished done mowing for the day, but now I gotta take this tire off. It's got, I don't know, sometime last year when I was cutting ditches, I ran over something that kind of gouged this. It didn't start, nothing started leaking until a couple days ago. I noticed it was low, so I'm gonna take it in and have them put a tube in it, or see where the hole is. But I filled this up this afternoon and it's already leaking out, so time to get a patch. All right, that came off pretty easy. Hub seems good, bearing seems okay. Everything's tight. So we'll get the tire fixed tomorrow. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll get some more in the next couple days of doing more. Got lots of ditches to mow, so we'll get more video of that. But thanks for watching and have a good night.